there's a doorway we'll go through behind you here, and we'll just walk in through the metal shop. We're designing this suit for use at high seas, which is a Mars analog. It's a practice of what we'd eventually like to do on Mars. What the suit will do is to help the simulated astronauts there more realistically do their extravehicular activities, or EVAs. That's when they go outside and have to do activities outside the habitat. And this is sort of our first full-up test with the full suit together. So we've got these quick release pins here so that the face shield can come off very easily. Oh, I can hear you all now. We're going to turn the blower off first. And the LCG is off. And the LCG is off now. We're going to disconnect the LCG. Okay. So the basic life support pack is this. So the suit itself consists of several components. I've got what's called a hard upper torso, or a hut, and that's the big main part of the suit. It's carbon fiber with some soft parts. I've got a pair of soft pants that connect to that, some thick gloves, and some boots. Underneath this, I'm wearing just some thin workout clothes and an LCG, which stands for liquid cooling garment, and that's a vest full of tubes that we run water through, and that helps keep me cool. Belt first. Okay, so that goes to the back. Yeah. It's very important to be able to simulate the Martian spacesuit environment for a couple of reasons. Whenever we're testing technologies outside of the habitat, they have to be able to work in such a way that an astronaut wearing a suit can use it. So larger switches so they can use the controls on the equipment using gloves, things that are large enough for the astronauts to manipulate, as well as being able to move around the equipment and things like that. One thing I noticed while wearing the suit today, it's also very isolating. So you don't want to just go outside in your street clothes while on this simulation, because real astronauts wouldn't be able to do that. So there's a certain psychological aspect that comes from being isolated from the environment as well that's important that we simulate. Oh, sorry. Not a problem. Even people inside of NASA can't routinely get access to a real spacesuit sometimes. Real spacesuits are millions of dollars a piece, and they come with a whole crew of people to make sure that they function properly. Obviously, we don't have resources for that. In fact, most researchers can't use a real spacesuit for their simulated missions. So we really were trying to create something that was affordable. This spacesuit that we built is roughly $10,000 in materials and equipment, not counting all the labor that went into it. A little more air space in front there, a little bigger, and maybe better optics, I'm not sure. But this one...
You don't have a need in space to be able to put both feet on the ground and bend your knees very well, but on Mars you definitely do. So suits like this do that. This suit is also modular, so it should fit Andre, but it should also be adaptable to fit me. We
really used everything from milling machines that were made in the 1920s up to 3D printers that were made last year in designing and building this suit.